Forget focusing on just one ingredient. The way to truly support your metabolism isn't with a single bullet, but with a coordinated strategy. People turn to drugs like Ozempic because they work on multiple pathways. This simple, nightly drink does the same. It addresses blood sugar, inflammation, and stress in a single cup. I'm going to give you the exact recipe and explain the role each ingredient plays in resetting your metabolism while you sleep. The truth is, losing stubborn abdominal fat after 50 requires more than just dieting. Your body changes, metabolism slows, hormonal signals shift. If you are watching this, you know that central, visceral fat, the fat stored deep around your organs, is notoriously resistant to traditional weight loss methods. This resistance is often linked to three key areas that decline with age: poor blood sugar management, chronic inflammation, and elevated nighttime cortisol levels. This isn't just about weight, this is about wisdom. Primetime Wisdom focuses on practical solutions that target these underlying metabolic issues, giving you back control. If you appreciate insights that cut through the noise and are backed by science, please subscribe and enable notifications. You will find more actionable health wisdom here every week. Think of your metabolism as a delicate symphony. When one instrument, like your insulin response, is out of tune, the whole orchestra struggles. The key to our nightly metabolism reset is synergy. We are combining several inexpensive, natural ingredients that each tackle one of those metabolic challenges, creating an effect far more powerful than taking any one ingredient alone. When these components work together, they help guide your body back into fat-burning mode overnight. Why before bed? Because sleep is when the body handles its essential maintenance. It repairs muscle, processes toxins, and, crucially, manages the hormones that control hunger and fat storage. By providing the right nutritional support just before this critical window, you are optimizing the body's natural reset functions. This simple routine is not about deprivation. It's about providing support when your body needs it most. The first challenge we must overcome is the roller coaster of blood sugar. Unstable blood sugar, especially after your last meal of the day, sends signals to the body to store fat, often right in the midsection. So, what is the cornerstone ingredient that helps steady this process, preparing your system for a night of rest and repair? Let's start with the first component of the drink. That foundational ingredient is apple cider vinegar, specifically raw, unfiltered ACV, the kind with the cloudy sediment at the bottom, often called the mother. This mother contains beneficial bacteria and enzymes, but the true metabolic leverage comes from the acetic acid. When you ingest acetic acid, science suggests two powerful things happen. First, it appears to inhibit the enzymes that digest starch, meaning carbohydrates are broken down and absorbed more slowly. Second, studies link it to improved insulin sensitivity. Think of insulin as a key that opens your cell doors. Acetic acid may help those door locks work better. Taking a teaspoon of ACV diluted in water before bed, especially if you eat late, helps flatten the blood sugar curve that might otherwise spike during the night. This stability signals to your body that it does not need to enter panic mode and store fat. It begins to unlock the doors to better metabolic function while you sleep. Now, a critical safety note. ACV must always be diluted to protect your tooth enamel. Always mix it with a full glass of water. Some even suggest drinking it through a straw, followed by a quick rinse. This small precaution is part of the wisdom of using this powerful tool correctly. Now we move to the second ingredient, which amplifies the blood sugar benefits of the vinegar while introducing a powerful anti-inflammatory element. We are adding a half teaspoon of cinnamon. Not just any cinnamon, though. We recommend Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. It has a gentler flavor and, critically, contains much lower levels of coumarin, which can be taxing on the liver in large doses. Cinnamon works beautifully with ACV because it acts like a cellular receptionist. It helps make your fat and muscle cells more responsive to insulin. While the vinegar slows down the delivery of sugar, the cinnamon ensures the cells are ready to accept it efficiently. This combined effect means less free-floating sugar circulating in your bloodstream, which is exactly what leads to belly fat storage over time. Remember, the goal here is not speed, but stability. These two ingredients build a robust metabolic defense system overnight. But metabolic health isn't just about sugar. Chronic inflammation, the low-grade background noise in your body, is a major driver of stubborn fat accumulation, especially as we age. So our third component is designed to silence that noise. We are introducing ginger powder. Just a quarter teaspoon is enough to make a significant difference. Ginger is a renowned digestive aid, but its power in this context is its potent anti-inflammatory compound, gingerol. Chronic inflammation creates a stress response in the body, which, like cortisol, encourages fat storage and makes your cells less sensitive to insulin. By gently cooling inflammation while you sleep, ginger supports the foundational work started by the ACV and cinnamon. It's a proactive measure against metabolic distress. Think of it this way: the ACV and cinnamon are managing the incoming fuel, but the ginger is cleaning up the engine. A cleaner, less inflamed internal system is naturally more efficient at burning fuel and less inclined to store it. Ginger is also known to help calm the digestive tract, which can be beneficial if the ACV causes minor indigestion for some individuals. It harmonizes the entire formula. The fourth component is often overlooked but essential for overall cellular function and detoxification: a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. While some believe lemon juice is primarily for alkalizing the body, a claim we treat with caution, its true value lies in providing vitamin C and other antioxidants. Vitamin C is crucial for combating oxidative stress, the cellular rust that accelerates aging and metabolic slowdown. More importantly, lemon juice supports the liver's detoxification processes. The liver is your body's primary filter and plays a direct role in hormone and fat metabolism. A well-supported liver is a more efficient liver. So now our drink is looking comprehensive: ACV for blood sugar control, cinnamon for insulin sensitivity, ginger for inflammation, and lemon for cellular support. But there is one final, optional, yet highly recommended component that addresses the root of so much age-related belly fat: stress. Stress often manifests as poor sleep, and poor sleep is a metabolic disaster. The final piece of our nightly puzzle is magnesium powder. Specifically, forms like magnesium glycinate or L-threonate are excellent choices because they are easily absorbed and target the nervous system. When you are stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, a hormone designed to get you ready to fight or flee. High cortisol levels at night are a direct instruction to the body to keep storing fat, particularly around the midsection. This is the infamous stress belly fat. Magnesium works by gently engaging the GABA receptors in your brain, essentially hitting the off switch for your nervous system. By relaxing your muscles and calming your mind, it facilitates deeper, more restorative sleep. And what happens when you get restorative sleep? Your cortisol levels naturally drop. Your hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin, rebalance, and your body can finally prioritize maintenance and repair over fat storage. It's the ultimate metabolic reset button. This is the difference between simply dieting and truly healing your metabolism. Now let's put this all together into the nightly metabolism reset drink. The ritual is simple and designed to become a calming, mindful end to your day. You will need a standard 8 to 10 ounce glass or mug. Start with warm water, not boiling but comforting like a gentle tea. First, add 1 level teaspoon of the apple cider vinegar. If you are new to ACV, start with half a teaspoon and work your way up over a few weeks. Consistency is more important than aggression. Next, stir in the half teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon and the 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder. Make sure you stir vigorously to dissolve the powders completely, or they can clump at the bottom. Then, add the small squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Finally, if you choose the magnesium booster, add the recommended serving size of your quality magnesium powder. These doses should always be guided by the label on the product you buy, which varies by formulation. The key to timing this is simple. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before you intend to be asleep. This gives the acetic acid time to start working on your blood sugar and allows the magnesium to gently initiate that nervous system wind down. This isn't just a drink, it's the anchor for your entire nightly routine. It signals to your body that the busy day is over and it is time for rest and repair. We understand that adopting a new routine can bring up questions, especially regarding safety and practical application. What about the taste? Yes, the ACV is strong. That is why the cinnamon and ginger are crucial. They help balance the flavor. You can also add a small pinch of stevia or monk fruit if needed, but avoid refined sugar, which defeats the blood sugar purpose entirely. Another common question is interaction with medications. Since this drink impacts blood sugar and digestion, if you are currently taking prescription medication for diabetes or high blood pressure, you absolutely must discuss this routine with your primary care physician before starting. This is wisdom, not a replacement for professional medical guidance. We are providing evidence-based tools, but only your doctor knows your unique health context. We also want to address the expectation. This is not the Ozempic effect, in the sense of dropping 20 pounds in a month without effort. This is about establishing foundational, sustainable, metabolic health. The benefit you will notice first is likely better sleep and more stable energy throughout the day, leading to fewer cravings. Over time, as your cortisol drops and your blood sugar stabilizes, your body naturally becomes less inclined to store fat in the abdominal area. To maximize the benefits of this nightly ritual, we need to talk about what happens before you even start stirring. The drink is powerful, but it works best when paired with two simple lifestyle habits that amplify its effects. These are the wisdom multipliers. The first multiplier is the 10-minute post-dinner walk. This is a classic wisdom practice backed by modern research. Moving your muscles shortly after eating is incredibly effective at sweeping glucose out of your bloodstream and into your muscle cells for energy, rather than leaving it circulating where it contributes to fat storage. You don't need a strenuous workout, just a gentle, intentional stroll. Doing this ensures your blood sugar is already heading in the right direction before you even mix your metabolism reset drink. It's a critical synergy. The walk begins the process and the drink maintains it through the night. The second wisdom multiplier addresses the stress factor. Even the best magnesium supplement struggles against a barrage of blue light and anxiety right before bed. This multiplier is the 15-minute digital detox. For 15 minutes leading up to mixing your drink, put away all screens. No phone, no tablet, no email. Instead, engage in a low-stimulus activity. This could be reading a physical book, gentle stretching, or, optimally, 5 minutes of simple box breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. This intentional slowing down allows your brain to transition out of its high-alert work mode state. It lowers the production of stimulating hormones and prepares your mind to accept the calming effects of the magnesium and the restful properties of the entire routine. The power here is in consistency. A nightly walk and a brief digital detox are free, accessible, and scientifically proven ways to enhance metabolic flexibility. Remember the goal. We are optimizing the body's natural processes. We are not trying to force unnatural change. For those watching in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, this gentle approach is safer and more sustainable than crash diets or extreme regimes. We are creating a metabolic environment that favors health, not disease. Now, let's look at long-term adaptation. Once this nightly drink becomes second nature, how can you sustain the results? The key is rotation. Your body is smart, and sometimes it adapts to a routine. Consider rotating the anti-inflammatory component. Instead of ginger, perhaps sometimes use turmeric, making sure to add a small pinch of black pepper to aid absorption of the powerful curcumin within. Turmeric offers similar, if not stronger, anti-inflammatory benefits, ensuring your body continues to respond optimally. This rotation keeps your system responsive and engaged. This entire framework is about respecting the body's internal clock and its ancient requirements for rest and proper nutrition. By focusing on stability, stable blood sugar, stable inflammation, stable stress, we are creating the necessary conditions for your body to naturally shed excess weight that no longer serves your health. This is wisdom in action. We are in a time where people are desperate for a quick fix, chasing the next injectable or fad diet. But the wisest investment you can make is in simple, consistent habits that pay dividends over decades. This nightly drink is more than just a recipe. It is a commitment to listening to your body. It is choosing sustainability over immediate sensation. Let's quickly recap the power of each component one more time, grounding this knowledge firmly in your mind. The apple cider vinegar is your first line of defense, a simple, powerful way to improve how your cells respond to insulin, keeping overnight blood sugar steady. The cinnamon and ginger are your quiet cleanup crew, battling the low-grade inflammation that suffocates your metabolic rate. The lemon is the supportive element, enhancing cellular function and detoxification. And the magnesium is your deep relaxation tool, managing the stress hormone cortisol, which directly targets and shrinks that stubborn, stress-induced belly fat. Imagine the compounding effect of doing this every single night for 3 months. Better sleep leads to fewer daytime sugar cravings. Stable blood sugar means less insulin spiking, which drastically reduces fat storage. Less inflammation means a more efficient, higher-functioning system overall. These small nightly wins add up to massive long-term health victories. You have the power right now to take control of your metabolic health. You don't need expensive prescriptions or complicated routines. You need intentionality. You need this wisdom. Before you click away, make the choice to try this for 1 week. Go gather the ingredients. Mix your first nightly metabolism reset drink tonight, 30 minutes before bed. Then, observe how you feel when you wake up tomorrow, more rested, less hungry, and ready to face the day with stable energy. If you found value in breaking down the science of metabolic health and finding simple, actionable solutions, please show your support by liking this video. That helps our channel reach more people who are ready to trade quick fixes for timeless wisdom. The wisdom of a well-lived life includes the discipline to maintain your physical vessel. Start your nightly ritual tonight and commit to the long game of health. Your wisest years are still ahead of you. Let's address a common concern we hear from our audience about hydration, especially for those who worry about waking up during the night. We've talked about drinking the ACV diluted in a full glass of water, which is important for safety, but too much fluid too close to bedtime can obviously disrupt sleep. This is where wise timing comes in. If you finish your dinner by 6:30 or 7 p.m., aim to drink this metabolism reset cocktail between 8 and 8:30 p.m. This gives your kidneys ample time to process the fluid before you settle down for the night around 9:30 or 10 p.m. This small adjustment ensures you get the metabolic benefits without sacrificing the quality of your sleep. Another adaptation, particularly for those with sensitive stomachs, relates to the apple cider vinegar. If you find the liquid version too harsh, even when diluted, there are effective alternatives. Some people prefer high-quality ACV gummies or capsules, which deliver the acetic acid without the direct impact on the esophagus and teeth. The benefit of the liquid, however, is the immediate digestive aid and the rapid entry of the acetic acid into your system. Test both methods, starting with the liquid, and choose the one that allows for the greatest consistency without causing discomfort. The wisdom here is knowing your body and adapting the routine to fit your needs, not forcing your body to fit the routine. Remember the holistic picture. The goal is not just to melt fat, it is to reduce the chronic inflammation that accelerates aging. Everything in this drink, the cinnamon, the ginger, the magnesium, serves that larger purpose. By implementing this nightly strategy, you are not just working toward a slimmer waistline, you are investing in longevity, clearer thinking, and sustained energy for the decades ahead. The power of habit, when paired with clear science, is unmatched. We've given you the formula and the necessary safety guidance. Now it's up to you to commit. Make the wise choice tonight.